Heya, aho, it's Catherine here from Moonstarlodge with your Indigenous perspective on all things tarot and oracle with your reading for the week of April 24th to 30th. Hard to believe the month is over. This week I had promised, when I did last week's reading actually, I promised that I would speak about the concepts of this grandmother and its listening woman. So we moved into the time of listening woman on the 20th. And she's all about the mother of Taioi, the stillness, and inner knowing. She is the keeper of discernment and guardian of introspection, the interpreter of messages from the spirit world, the counselor and advisor, the keeper of hearing. She teaches us how to enter the stillness and hear our heart's small, still voice within, how to find and understand the inner knowing we carry in our spiritual essences, how to listen to the viewpoints and opinions of others and the voices of our ancestors, how to understand body language and unspoken thoughts, hearing with our heart. She teaches us how to hear the truth. So I decided to continue with the trees because I'm still hearing trees and I'm hearing the earth and I'm hearing the birds and hearing the still whispers, or in the stillness of the silence, I hear the whispers of my own heart and what it's leading me to. And we're ramping up to the classes, and we have the tea leaf reading and we have the tarot class. So I'm really aware of how important it is to listen so that we can walk in our truth. So let's go to the cards, Brian. So this week I switched the decks. I'm using the same decks, I'm sorry, but I've added one. I'm still using the Tree Angel Oracle deck, the Tarot of Trees, which we had used last week for all the tarot, but this week it's a clarifier. I'm using the Seasons of the Witch Beltane Oracle and Liminal Spirits. So I'm introducing the Beltane Oracle because this reading brings us right up to Beltane. I'm using the Peace Oracle and the Guardian Tarot, which is Tree Guardians, and that's the tarot that is the main focus. And finally, once again, I'm using the Wisdom of the Trees by Jane Struthers. Alrighty. So here are our tarot cards, the Guardians. We start with the Emperor. There you go, Jason. We have the Emperor as our significator. And so the Emperor is the one who knows the law, deals with the law, deals with how to govern people, places, and things. But in this month, how we interact with others is just as important as becoming the emperor to our own still small voice. The Emperor is clarified by the fiber card, and fiber is when we use plants to interweave and make something else, either wearable or utilitarian. So the Emperor is being reminded that even though we are looking inwards this month, we do need to watch how we interweave with our community and life around us, because we will either create a very good vessel to carry ourselves through, or things will collapse. So it's important to bring integrity and focus on how we are building in the greater world. And the Emperor has all those skills. So I think this bodes well. At an individual level, we now come to the Two of Swords. This is often misinterpreted, this card, and historically the 2 is about finding peace and balance. It used to be depicted with swords, but here we've got 2 hawks making a figure 8, perfection. This is about hearing from within, and that's exactly what Listening Woman is asking us to do. Not to be influenced, to find balance around a situation which we need to work on. This is the field maple. The field maple is the clarifying card. And this card is about service without expectation, compassion without expectation of receiving it, so the giving of compassion. This is about just carrying on and doing our thing. It's like when we walk in a field and we see a maple, do we pay attention to it? No, but it's still there doing its thing. That's what we have to focus on in this week. It's followed by the 4 of Pentacles, which is stability, which is balance, which relates to our home, our finances, our work. We are in a place of balance. It's not, I don't get the sense of the negative side of this card, which is hoarding or anything, because it's clarified by the Beltane card of honey. And this card says, the sweetness of you swells in the grace of your pull, oh, so beautifully lethal. There's an old saying, you get more flies with honey than vinegar. It's best to bring the best of yourself, to give the best of yourself to your community, and know that you are attracting people around you who are of the highest vibration. This brings the stability in your earth walk. The next card is the Knight of Pentacles. So this dude is bringing us, and I say dude, I'm just being silly here. The energy is really genderless. The energy of a knight is about going after what it is that we need. So this knight has the energy and the resources, the pull to get us without failure what it is that we need in our earth walk. Again, this is about money. This is about legacy. This card speaks tremendously about legacy. We have the Lover's card clarifying it. And the Lover's card is about change as much as it is about being in love with a significant other. This is also about knowing how to be in love with the changes and the choices that we make. So it's choice. And we are choosing here with the Knight. We're being told we will not only love the people around us, of course. I mean, the partnership is there. But what I'm hearing from Spirit, this is about loving the choices that we make and the changes that come from the choices we make. This is followed by the 10 of Cups. So there we go. This is pure everything, happiness, home, love, security, all that we want, great intuition. And it's clarified here by something quite astounding. It's the card of sacrifice. You must find the ebb and flow of life within your very self, embracing all that is embracing truth. So something that we need to give up, we are sacrificing it, not at the expense of ourselves, but to support ourselves. So there's something that we're giving up on this journey, and I think that links very well with this card, finding the balance and the truth. It's followed by the Wheel of Fortune. So the 10 of Cups is a positive card, and this is a very potent card. This is a major arcanum, and this is a major arcanum. So the Wheel of Fortune says fortunes are turning to support us. This is clarified by the Montezuma cypress, and that's about solidity, solidarity. Let me just check here. It's solidity as much as anything. So this is a roots, tree of roots, and it's solidity. And if you're feeling bogged down, a little bit too entrenched and a little too rooted by worries and responsibilities or difficulties, learn to focus your attention on what is most important to you or the situation, and don't dilute your power by concentrating on trivial matters. So stay focused, and the Wheel of Fortune works with you. We manifest by what we pay attention to, and that's really important here to know. So finally, we have the Chariot. We will have the energy, we will have made the decisions, we will have the support of community, we will have given up what we need to give up, we are focused in the right way, and what we end up with, the opportunity to go like stink and move forward. It's clarified by reflection. Reflection is always necessary. This is a card of swift movement, a little different than the Eight of Wands, but it's we are in control here, and what will allow us to maintain keeping our chariot up on its wheels and no wrecks is reflection. Reflection happens here. This seems to be a very important card. As well as here, this is a card to some degree of reflection, as is this. So you can flip the camera, Brian. Wow, that's quite incredible. A beautiful balance of cautioning us how to focus, what to give up, get out of our egos. And when we do so, I mean, this is a life truth for anyone at any time, but it's especially important in this week as we move into the end of spring, and Beltane is historically the first day of summer to the ancient pagan peoples, and it's certainly been that kind of weather in the past month. So there may still be a couple of seats left in tea leaf reading, which is May 14th, and a couple more spots in tarot, and maybe one spot in drums. We hope you'll join us. Feel free to leave us a thumbs up if you like this reading. Send me some coffee. And subscribe so you get notification. Aho.